Boys and girls, we're going to read a story today called We Do Not Eat Our Classmates. And it's going to help us to answer the essential question, why do we have rules at school? So I hope you enjoy it.
We don't eat our classmates. By the New York Times best-selling author, Ryan T. Higgins. Hey kids, you'll never be eaten by a T-Rex. They are extinct, I promise. Penelope Rex was nervous. It's not every day a little T-Rex starts school.
So think about the first day we all got together, even on the computer. Were you guys a little bit nervous? What were some things you were worried about? I know I was a little bit nervous. I worried, what if you guys didn't love school? I really want you to love school. And so I also thought, what if everything didn't go right? And so Penelope is a little bit nervous. Let's see what she was worried about.
What are my classmates going to be like? Will they be nice? How many teeth will they have? This was very important.
So I have a feeling you probably asked some of those questions. What are my classmates going to be like? Will they be nice? But I bet you didn't ask how many teeth they would have.
Penelope's mom bought her a new backpack with ponies on it. Ponies were Penelope's favorite because ponies are delicious. Penelope's dad packed her a lunch of 300 tuna sandwiches and 1 apple juice. Finally, the big day came, and Penelope Rex was very surprised to find out that all of her classmates were children.
So she's very surprised to find out that the other classmates are not dinosaurs, they're children. And so now I'm thinking of the title of the story, We Do Not Eat Our Classmates. And Penelope said that she got a pony backpack because ponies are delicious. So maybe Penelope has to be reminded that we do not eat our classmates.
So she ate them because children are delicious. Penelope Rex, said Mrs. Noodleman, we don't eat our classmates. Please spit them out at once. So she did.
So children were delicious, so Penelope ate them. The teacher was not happy, and she asked her to spit them out, and she did. But look at their faces. Can you tell how those children are feeling about being eaten by a dinosaur? They don't look happy, do they? They don't even look sad or scared. They look angry.
It was not the best way to start school. Still, Penelope was determined to have a good first day.
So Penelope is being proactive. She's decided she's responsible for herself, and she's determined to have a good day. So let's see how she turns her day around.
She tried hard to make friends at recess.
I'm looking at the way that she's waiting at the bottom of the slide with her mouth open. It says she's trying hard to make friends at recess, but I don't think that looks like a good way to make friends. It looks like she's going to eat them.
She finger painted some of her best work. She even saved Griffin Emery a seat at lunch. You can sit here. Penelope started to notice everyone was making friends but her.
So everyone else is making friends except Penelope. And I feel sad for Penelope. But can you kind of think of why Penelope is not making friends? I can. So she ate her friends, and then she waited with her mouth open at the bottom of the swing, and she drew pictures of eating the friends. So if I were the other children, I don't think I would want to be her friend. I think I'd be kind of scared of her, right? They don't like the way that she's treating them, and so they don't want to play with her. I don't really blame them.
It was lonely. When she got home, her dad asked about her first day of school. I didn't make any friends, Penelope cried. None of the children wanted to play with me. Penelope Rex, her father asked, did you eat your classmates? Well, maybe, sort of, just a little bit.
So Penelope said, I didn't make any friends. But her dad asked some more questions, some clarifying questions. So he kind of knew, well, maybe she ate her classmates. He probably knew she thinks children are delicious and maybe she ate them. And so if you know that that's a problem you have and you think about it, I'm sure he was saying in his head, maybe she didn't make any friends because she was doing what she sometimes does, which is eat her friends.
Sometimes it's hard to make friends, said her dad, especially if you eat them. You see, Penelope, children are the same as us on the inside, just tastier. That gave Penelope a lot to think about. The next day, Penelope tried really hard. But poor Penelope, she could not stop herself from eating her classmates. Mrs. Noodleman, Penelope ate William Amoto again. And they were all afraid of her.
So she's trying, but she still ate some friends, and the kids are telling the teacher, and so they're all still scared of her. They don't want to be near her if she's going to eat the classmates.
Except Walter. Walter was a goldfish. So Penelope tried to make friends with him. Will you be my friend? Chomp! Eee! Cried Penelope. He's eating my finger!
So this reminds me of yesterday when we read the book, My Mouth is a Volcano. Remember, Lewis was interrupting and interrupting and interrupting, and he just kept saying, well, it's my volcano's fault, until somebody was interrupting him and he knew what it was like. Then he understood how it felt to be interrupted when you were doing something important. Now we see Penelope, she keeps eating her friends and she keeps eating them and keeps eating them. But this time, somebody took a bite out of her. I wonder if that will change her actions.
Once Penelope found out what it was like to be someone's snack, she lost her appetite for children. She stopped eating her classmates. Even when Cece Woodman spilled barbecue sauce all over herself. And soon Penelope made friends. Found you! Want a brownie? I helped make them.
So that's exactly what happened. She found out what it was like to be someone's snack and she didn't like it. And so she really took the time to understand what it felt like for somebody else. We call that seek first to understand and then be understood. And so when she understood what other people were going through, it helped her to realize, I need to stop eating my friends. She understood how they felt, and that made her change her behavior. She stopped eating her friends. And look what happened when she stopped eating her friends. Tell your parents or your babysitter what happened when she stopped eating her friends. They wanted to play with her and spend time with her, didn't they?
Now, even when children look especially delicious, she peeks at Walter and remembers what it's like when someone tries to eat you. And Walter The goldfish stares right back at her and licks his lips because dinosaurs are delicious.
This book has so many great lessons. And although we don't need a rule in our class about eating our classmates, we're not going to eat our classmates. There's so much we can learn from this story. I want us to think about when we put our hands on other people by pushing or touching. Sometimes we think, well, I was just playing when we touch our friends or push our friends and they tell on us and we don't like it. And then we soon find that when we touch our friends and push them too many times, our friends don't want to be friends with us. But then when somebody pushes us or hits us, we realize what that's like and we understand how they were feeling. And so we really need to think about if we want to have friends, we have to be a good friend and we have to try to put ourselves in the other person's position and try to understand how they're feeling. And that will help us make better choices and control our actions. So I really like this book. And I really like the way both Lewis and Penelope, they really had to see what they were doing to other people and how their actions were making other people feel in order to take responsibility for their choices and be proactive. I hope you liked the book We Don't Eat Our Classmates. I feel very confident that you will never eat your classmates.